is our last day with the 2019 $180,000 Toyota Century, the CEO mobile, so to speak. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions about this particular car. We're gonna address them one by one extremely quickly before we return this car. Now, to understand this car, you need to understand the Japanese car culture and the significance of this particular car. Mainly it's used to transport CEOs, high-ranking officials, politicians, and people of importance, not like me obviously in sandals. I'm probably the only person to ever wear sandals in this particular car, but the old middle management making $200,000 or any of that bullshit are going to be seen buying this car. So people forget that this is not just a poor man's Rolls Royce or a Maybach replacement. We're going to go inside here and give you guys a little look around of the interior. Now, we've got a couple bags in here. Let's just move them as such. So a lot of people have been asking about this particular part of the interior, these headrest covers, the curtains, the seat covers in the rear here. Now, a lot of people have been complaining that these were designed by their grandmothers, and I rest assure you, yes, they do look a little outdated, but if you look at the older Toyota Centuries, they too had this particular style covering the seat covers, and it is a very expensive option. I forget exactly how much it costs. It is somewhere on this thing right here. Believe it or not, this is a $700 option in the rear to have this LED lamp installed, so the CEO or the boss man right over here where our backpacks are can read his newspaper at night. And of course, an unusual feature right here is, check this out, this really long handlebar, so to speak, for oh shit moments, maybe for like an older gentleman to kind of grasp onto. And there's a couple of them right over here and right over here as well. Now check this out as well. We got the light dimmer. This can go from low to high, and it syncs on both sides. So if you want to read, boom, you got it, dude. A lot of people do forget that this entire car is based on the experience in the rear here. It is not about the newest, the flashiest, the most expensive infotainment center or all the gizmos and gadgets. It's focused on the rear. The CEO, the boss man, the president of whatever company or politician that's sitting where my backpacks are, that is the seat of power, ladies and gentlemen. So there is an option for interior leather. It is not currently shown here, but this is made entirely out of wool. It is considerably more comfortable and softer to the touch. Take it from me, I wasn't a believer until I sat in these. Take my word for it. Quick look at this spec sheet here. So the first option here, according to Ken Saito, is the 162,000 yen option for the curtains that you see as such right over here. And in the rear, that you could do with a press of a button on your console right over here. And the second option is the 167,400 yen option, which is for the seat covers. I thought that was entirely one package, but apparently it's two separate packages. And of course, the 74,520 yen option is for these LED lamp for your aging eyes to read a newspaper while you're being chauffeured around Tokyo from your apartment to your business. Of course, got the 324,000 yen floor mats, premium floor mats, mind you, over here in the middle, over there, the front and the passenger right over there. But those are pretty damn expensive, but there you go, that's it. That's the options list for this entire car. Boom. Just returned the Toyota Century. We're hopping from one luxury vehicle to another. Many thanks to Koji and the team at TPE here. Check it out, the Executive Lounge Edition Alfred. Yes, sir, we're gonna hop in here in the pilot's chair, so to speak, the CEO chair, and we're gonna close this door as such. Boom. Now, which mood lighting color do we want? Let's see. I like pink. Let's do pink. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at one of the most pristine collections out here in Japan. You guys might recognize Mr. Miura's collection and showroom here. My goodness, of course, we're not going to really talk too much about all the cars here because I've done quite a few videos dating back several years ago when we first visited this collection. But dude, the Koenig Special Turbo right here, whew, a thing of beauty. But yeah, he's been in business for many decades. A lot of his other friends, you know, lose interest, they sell their collections off, but not Mr. Miura. He's still out here grinding with the same enthusiasm he had decades ago. But my eyes are always focused on the white Koenig Special. One day, maybe we can convince him to finally complete the restoration and spool that baby up. Maybe just a little rev, I don't know. But anyways, not too bad. We're not gonna discuss too much about the cars here because you guys already know, if you're an OG subscriber, you've seen this collection at least 2 or 3 times in my past videos when I visited Japan. But my goodness, boys and girls, we have arrived on the 2nd floor of the showroom. Check out that view right there. But dude, are you kidding me right now? Check this out. We got the 1/18 scale of his own silver Enzo, and we got the 1/8 scale, the Remington Coupe. Look at this. This thing is massive, monstrous. It's bolted down to this table right here, but we haven't been up here in quite a long time. And let's see. Ah, yes, the F50 GT. I would like to buy that from him.
Really?
Those are super rare, yeah. A Japan company makes them, and they're basically impossible to find. Very, very nice. We've got all the Auto Art 1/18 scale model cars in this particular cabinet. There's backlighting in the cabinets as well, so pretty sick. And check it out. This is the Ferrari section right over here. Soak it in, baby. Are you kidding me right now? Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. We're gonna head back downstairs. He's got a nice little surprise for us. I remember in the first video, the first visit, we took our shoes off and wore slippers, but not today, ladies and gentlemen. We've been inducted in the Mr. Mira VIP club, so to speak. Hop on outside here, and of course, we were transported in this Toyota Alphard Executive Lounge Edition. Oh yeah, from the Toyota Century to the Alphard, baby. We're in the 2nd showroom here. We got a 458 Speciale, and of course the N-Attack Package GTR that's been here for quite some time. The white Squatch, of course, I was here earlier about a year ago. Well, that's been sold. Funny story about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We got an Inventor SV. This is a Toto Eddie spec, his dream spec in matte white. Check out the interior, baby. Super clean. And of course, we got another Aventador in black and a purple 720S. This is a very unusual purple. It's a very, very dark maroon / purplish color. And of course, the GTO, baby. Front engine V12. Looking pretty damn fine. But that's not the reason why we're here. There's a very special car that Mr. Mira wants to show us. Let's flip the camera this way. Check it out.
We only make one of these. So it's like, I don't know, certificate?
Oh, like a certification of
1 of 1.
like acknowledging it's a 1 of 1. Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then Countach Evoluzione is just only one existing.
This is a 1 of 1 right here, ladies and gentlemen. Take a quick look at the engine bay here of this one-off.
Serial numbers, chassis numbers.
Oh.
Lamborghini L.
Oh, I see.
Lamborghini L150.
There it is, the chassis number right there. Zoom in. Ever so gently, we're gonna put down the cover for the engine bay.
So this car was bought at the heap of the bubble economy of Japan. So the previous owner paid about 400 million yen.
400 million
Yeah,
yen.
but he paid little over 100 million.
So a fourth of the price.
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh, the previous owner trying to sell at 10 billion yen, 1 billion yen.
1 billion yen.
Yeah.
At the peak of the bubble.
At the peak of the bubble economy, yeah.
Ever since.
He owns 30 years.
So nobody knows how much this is.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Of course, it's a one-off, so there's no like
You can't judge what the market price of this one-off is.
He didn't tell anyone that this was in Japan, so it says
日本にいたと。
it was actually in Japan.
Oh, I see.
Title.
Oh,
Nobody knew it back
nobody
then.
knew it back then. All the documentation here. Apparently, this car was bought at around 400 million yen, imported by a Japanese company, and then at the peak of the bubble, they were trying to sell for 1 billion yen. Now, I don't know what the currency conversion is back in the 1989, but you can figure out for yourself. Google it up. All the documentation here, guys. But dude, take a look at the interior here. Dude, this is, dude, I'm telling you, impeccable. 11 out of 10, guys. 11, we're gonna crank it up to 11 out of 10 on the condition of this interior. It's absolutely perfect. There's not a single flaw in here. You smell the 80s in here. It's so brand new. No, I misspoke, ladies and gentlemen. There's no restoration whatsoever on this car. It's a 30-year-old one-off Lamborghini L150. Soak it in, baby. Check that out. 11 out of 10. Oh yeah. Anniversary Countach right here, and the one-off L150 on the right side. Now, we've actually filmed these two cars in the past, but we didn't really understand the historical significance of this particular one-off car. Now, this was designed in 1987. It was supposed to be the anniversary replacement, but they kind of scrapped the design and said, nope, we're not going to use this, and this was the byproduct right over here. Now, there's several differences you can obviously see comparing these two cars side by side. We've got these vents right over here that'll open up when it gets a little too hot. Obviously, this one does not have it. And you can see this window right over here. It's two-piece. Right over here, it's only one. But these grills use thermostatically controlled vertical louvers, just like the 57 Bugatti. And the front spoiler was also blended into the body line right over here as well. So, of course, the suspension, the brakes, and the rest of the frame structure were pretty much left unchanged. And it was developed in 1987. And they basically finished out the prototype despite knowing that it was not going to be finished, just to kind of see what it would be like and to judge the entire car for itself. But alas, it did not prevail, and we have the Anniversario right over here on the left-hand side as the other product. There you guys have it. Quick little lesson on Lamborghini cars. All right, headed back to Tokyo. Quick little stop to Mr. Mirror's collection. Let's roll. Hold on, hey. What is that? Oh, it does look like a giant piece of poo. What kind of, what building is that? Whoa.
It's a beer company, right?
Whoa.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
A beer company.
Suntory.
Oh, okay.
Right, cousin?
Well, it does, you guys were not wrong. It did look like a giant piece of poo, so.